Do we have sound? Do we have chat? Wow. Where is my other little tripod? Let's go outside and look at rocks before we break the internet again. We'll give everybody a minute to get in here, because what if we break the internet today? That's been the theme, is what if today? What if we break the internet? Cannot find my tripod. It's just a day, isn't it? There's moi. Hey, moi. I'm looking for my tripod, moi. I wonder if we can just lock this bad boy and use it for now. Oh my goodness. It just has been a day, hasn't it? It's been kind of a couple of days. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Sharon. Okay, we're getting there, I think. And yay, we're back, says Andrew. Do we have sound and everything, guys? I really hope we do. All right. Yes, I did, moi. I mean, I didn't actually, but I did. It's at Joseph's house in Oilmont, and as soon as we can get that arranged, it will be in my possession. But it is delivered, yes. Who's on the road and listening? I got to get my YouTube open up over here. Son, you're making that cup of noodles sound absolutely delightful.
It's not the greatest. It's the shrimp one.
That's why I wasn't saving it for me. I told you. Yeah. And on the road, listening next on the road, listening. Very good, Ryan. All right, yay, we're here. Okay. One more thing that I do want to say before I really get going and forget to. I think Jeff from JMV Rockhounding might have suggested, he did suggest that I watch a video about the rock wall in Montana. I've never been to the rock wall in Montana. There is a lot of hype about it right now. And I highly suggest that if you want to get an accurate, really non-biased opinion about the rock wall in Montana, that you go watch The Desert Drifter. He did an episode where he and his wife came up here and looked at it and compared it to some other places. And I think he did a really good job. I don't know Desert Drifter. He's just a channel that I watch on my off time when I'm not watching all of you guys. But yeah, he did a really good job, I thought. So, again, I don't always suggest things like that because oftentimes we might have a difference in opinion, and I don't want to not be friends over something like that. But I think he did such a good job covering it. The topic that I think that we could all still be friends after we watched it. So I'm going to suggest that. He did a great job on the wall, said Jennifer, right? I was shocked. I was like, he was here and we didn't know about it. Okay. And we've got the coffee. We've got the tripod and we got the rocks. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get you in the little pinchy grabby guy here and see if we've got you in there enough to stand up. Come on, pinchy grabby guy. Ooh, that son of a gun's hard to run with one hand. I figured some of us might also watch him too. And I don't know if that's the video that Jeff and Vicky wanted me to go watch or not, but it is one that I'd seen right about the same time that he had mentioned it to me in the comments and in the chat. So I was like, I wonder. I wonder if that's the one he had said to watch. And if it isn't, then that's one that I suggest you guys should watch. So, this is not... Anybody got a link? Any of my ranchers? Who said that they also watch? Is that Andrew? Yeah, Andrew, and Andrew already has a ranch, so that's good to go. Okay. Thank you, moi. Okay, let's see how this is setting up now. Sorry it took me a little bit with the tripod, and I hopefully didn't make you guys too motion sick. Jeff's back. All right, turning the little nut, making her tight. Here, there, sorry. We're all over the place. Okay, now, I tried to say before we crashed the internet and everything that I'm gonna even just, like, we were pondering some of the what ifs and the mysteries of what would you do if all of a sudden the chat quit working? What would you do if the audio quit working? What would you do if and that I wanted to get it all the way out into like the greater mysteries of life in the universe, and I thought that sounded like a really good idea, really good discussion to have while I'm sleep deprived. Oh, and then by the way, after Mom kept me up all night with her coyote in the corner, my kid woke me up first thing this morning. Help me find my wallet. So I just was like, I guess I'm up. This is some more Sherman stuff. I went out without you guys and collected some more Sherman stuff. Here's some little stuff he has, tumbled or done stuff with. And this little guy, check out this little weirdo. I love the colors in this one. He hasn't polished that one yet, but I think I'll help him out and do that. So yeah, we're just gonna look at Sherman stuff while we ramble on about weird stuff that I've discovered along the way. Here's another piece of this. It's got a couple pieces of that. And I don't have my laptop out here, so I'm gonna probably have a hard time. Might struggle just a little bit with the chat. So if I do not reply to your comment, please don't take it personally. I probably just didn't see it. Okay, where to even start? Again, Sherman's did it again, guys. Put out again. And we might not be getting the best light, but this is the best we can do outside today, and that's where these rocks are, and I didn't want to haul them in, and blah, 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 blah. So bear with me. Okay. I heard a term. Oh, I wish I could see the chat better. Let's see if we can fix that. It's actually one of the best times I have conversations with myself as purposely deprive themselves to sleep to get ready for such a conversation. Look at that beautiful agate. And he's a chunk or two. Yeah, that actually did go through, Bear. We are seeing comments now, and I think we're hearing me try to navigate my way through them as well. Okay, so I heard a term that I actually scoffed at when I heard it the other day. Like multiple terms to describe the same thing, and it's to describe the fear of space and or celestial objects. And it is known as astrophobia, cosmophobia, or space phobia. Yes, this is a new batch from Sherman's Spot. New batch. We haven't seen these. And I scoffed. I scoffed when I heard that. I was like, afraid of space? Who's afraid of space? Space is freaking beautiful and magical and mysterious and wonderful. And when I took a second and stood back and thought about it, I was like, actually, I think when I was a kid that I might have actually, upon learning some facts about how monstrously huge and incomprehensibly vast space is, that might have twisted my mind and soul up just a little bit once or twice as a youth. I may have experienced just a touch of astrophobia or cosmophobia as a kid, as some of this stuff kind of, rocked my world, as you kind of try to come to realize it for the first time, or things like that. So I kind of scoffed. And then I even took it as so far as to take it a step back and say, now, if my ass was strapped in a rocket and they were saying, hey, we're going to send you out to space, I think that would send me into a severe fit of astrophobia or cosmophobia or space phobia. I think that as I heard the doors shut and the engines rev up and all of that, I think that I might be saying, I've changed my mind. I don't want to go to space. No, thank you. Can I get off the ride now, please? So at first I scoffed. I was like, what? Space isn't scary. It's beautiful. It's fascinating. It's, and then I thought to myself, it actually kind of is. And I don't know what that is, Baron. You're going to have to tell me now that you brought it up. Here, let's look at a couple at a time here. And what makes something terrifying usually is the quality of being unknown. But what's unique and special about space is that what we do know is actually just as terrifying as not knowing, if not equally or more terrifying sometimes. Or what we think we know anyway, right? It isn't necessarily less scary to know how massive things in our universe are, or the unimaginable distances between things, or the deadly environments. I mean, the hostility of it all, the emptiness of it is actually quite mind-bending all in itself. In fact, there's a quote that I wanted to read that says, the universe is not only stranger than we imagine, it is stranger than we can imagine. And that quote is by JBS. And so, I mean, that's very for real. When you really stop and think about it, it's pretty nutso. It's pretty insano. I love that. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? And I think I worded it pretty eloquently in my description. Look, there's a bot in there. There's a little botryoidal bot in there. And I can't remember exactly how I worded it, so I'm going to leave you with looking at a couple of rocks, and I'm going to go grab the other phone, and we're going to read the description on that last one, because it was so eloquently worded. I'll be right back. See if we can break the interweb again. See, we all have kind of a different reaction. Now, though, would you go through with it if you're behind or were strapped in a rocket? Would you be like, yeah, launch my butt to space? I think that'd be great. I totally would love to forego the smell of flowers and grass and the taste of fresh food. And yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I don't think I could actually follow through with that. Why are we not getting these in newest to oldest order? Most recent should be there. Come on, man. That's not very nice. Don't do that to me. The deep, dark hole in the ocean deep. That kind of stuff, right? Oh, that's kind of making me upset that it's just not there. How about in my studio? Do I have a studio on this one? Yeah, I do. Let's look at some new rocks too, Wale. This one is pretty ballin', by the way. Check out all that banding. You guys like the lacy bands better than the ziggy zaggies, or do you like the ziggy zaggies better than the lacy? And who doesn't love a good bot? All right, let's look at a couple more while I see if I can find this. Yeah, here it is. Let's read the description on this if we can. Okay. The description on that last video, the one that broke the internet, says, as I ponder the vastness and the hostility of the universe before I start this live, I can't help but think how paradoxical it is that we are all so special and important, and at the same time, just as an insignificant fraction of the human experience as a whole. And that fraction is incomprehensibly insignificant compared to the existence of the universe. Yet, here we are, in this day, enjoying a rich tapestry of existence and internet breaking. I added that last part just now. And on that note, we'll look at some beautiful rocks together, because aren't we lucky to get to be able to do that? Look at the lines, you guys. Anyway, how's that for you guys? How's that for the what ifs of the universe and life on the prairie? Thank you very much, Soundmaker. Oh, that's screaming to get cut, isn't it, guys? Screaming. Old man Sherman. Look, some little druzy up in there. We just love your rocks. We do, we do, we do. As a matter of fact, I think it was a Spot asking, was this a new batch of rocks? I blistered myself over this batch of rocks. I blistered myself there. I blistered myself there. Blistered myself there. Ironically deep quotes today. Yeah, I'm telling you, I should probably not be. NASA joke. Somebody says, why is NASA all about space? We know more about space than our ocean. Notion. The reply goes, NASA has looked into the ocean. Why do you think they're trying to get into space? Odd and alone again? Oh, that sounds familiar. Spot. Like I say, we're all very special, and we all are like really enjoying all of these little moments, but in the grand scheme of things, it's just a blip. It's just like, but yet how lucky are we? It's so paradoxical. It really is so paradoxical. But it's humbling at the same time. Like, odd is the very best. Agree, Soundmaker. Ain't no way but odd. Look at that. It's gonna be pretty, I bet you guys. That one is gonna be pretty, I think. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. That one's cool, isn't it? Wicked little son of a gun, but kind of cool. Look at this. Look at that. Ooh, hey. I like that. I like that a lot. You guys like that too? Yeah, that one's pretty. I actually think I'm gonna set that one aside and add that to one of the sale thing that I've been putting together for you guys. There's a bug bugging me. Will you please not be all fascinated with my hair and stuff? Thank you. Leave me alone, bee. I don't want you. Okie doke. He went away. This one was really pretty when it was wet. To quote moi, cut. But dry, it's kind of an ugly little weird looking agate. Okay, seriously, this bee. I really would like you to get out of my hair. Ugh. For real. Okay. I think I'm okay. I'm being attacked by a bee. The hornets are getting really pissy, for lack of a better word right now. They're getting pissy because it's getting cold outside. It was cool. It was so ugly. It was cool. Here's a little guy. Almost put him in the tumbler, but he's super weird, so... Oh no, Spot. Ah! I'm gonna go get a can of Raid if this hornet doesn't leave me alone. Pretty rocks out on the prairie. Does that look like graveyard to anybody? Frozen-brained yellow jackets are the worst. And just so you know what's like actually happening over here too is I just got up and my hair got hooked up on the door as I came to sit back down, and so I pulled my own hair, and now that I'm sitting here too, my hair touched me and I just about spazzed out thinking that my hair was the yellow jacket again. So yeah, my hair needs to get tied up. I like that. That's pretty, and I bet that's really pretty cut. I have a funny feeling I'm going to be burning through blades like I burnt through tumbler belts this summer. I think I'm going to be burning through blades this winter. What's that? It's kind of jasper. There's some more of that graveyard looking stuff. Look at the pocket in there. I'll need a blade fund. Well, I have actually an extra couple of blades up in the closet here because I killed the blade that came on that saw and then sat here with nothing and was like cheating and running a Home Depot tile saw blade in my big saw, and that was not good. And so when I ordered blades, I ordered more than one so that I wouldn't have that problem again anytime soon. That thing is just like Dendrite City. Jeez Louise. What's that? Anybody know what that is? Just a jasper? Is it a jasper? Is it a chert? I don't know what that is. Also, Don't know what that is. That looks local. We find that here. That's chert, isn't it? Maybe that's a little agate. It's a little agate, isn't it? It's a cool rock. What is on there? Something green. What is that? It's neon, whatever it is. That is one pretty agate. Even if it's got some wild green thing on it. Mm-hmm. There's some more weird stuff. That's pretty cool, huh? Little chunk of agate. There's a bunch more. I put a whole handful of stuff like this in the tumbler too, by the way. So we got agates in the tumbler right now. Sherman agates in the tumbler. That one's cool. It's a big quartz pocket on top and a pretty little picture in the window there. Oopsies. Looks like a rhyolite. Could be right. Some good banding on that little guy. Nice. Nice. Another quick little handful. Little piece of a, what, geode or something there that he'd cut. Yeah. That one, Bear, yeah. Peppy little agates. See, some of these got some personality. Ah, the bee's back. Okay, he left again too. Ooh. And a little broken bit. We're getting like all the way down to the end there. Another heap and pile, you guys. Another heap and pile collected out at the Sherman place. Oh, but I have these too. So I'd went out the first time and found some of these. I went out the second time and found some of these. And I went out the third time and I found even a couple more of these. Oopsies, let's not tip you over. So now I have a whole bunch of balls. Have a great one, Sharon. Thanks for joining us. And I want to ask you, what if you had these balls? What would you do? What would you do if you had these balls? These balls. Would you cut them all? Would you cut them all immediately? And keep them all to yourself? Would you give them to people if they wanted them uncut? Would you cut them for people if they wanted them cut? Would you auction them whole and you take a risk? You buy it before you see it cut? Would you do the old, what are the brothers that do that? Would you do that move? Or would you cut it and then sell it? I mean, like, what would you do with your balls if they were your balls? What would you do with them? Because I want to share them. Some way, shape, or form. And I haven't exactly decided. Tumble one. Really? I hadn't thought about that. I wonder if it would make it. through a tumble. So we have cut one or two of these before, and they look like some kind of a sea critter inside. Tumble then cut. Tumbling it had not crossed my mind. Have you any of them? I think I got rid of all of the last ones that I found. I think I sold them, and well, my kid cut 2 or 3 of them that we did find, and then I think I sold them on one of the sales and gave him the money for it, for doing the work and cutting them and stuff. So I don't think I actually have any of these left in my collection, except now I do, right? Like I have a crap load of them now, but they're weird, they're unique, they're unusual, and I can't decide if the best way to share them with you guys, and maybe a combination of both. Maybe I'll leave a couple holes so that people with saws can cut them, and maybe I'll cut a couple of them so people without a saw can have a piece that they can see the inside of. But yeah, anyway, I'm sitting on those balls, trying to decide what to do with them. Trying to decide how to get them out in the world for you guys to enjoy, because they're kind of cool and weird. So yeah, that's a heaping pile of rocks. That one's got to go out to the world too. That one's super pretty. Yeah, you guys, look, I'm gonna be so busy this winter. And again, I'm pulling some of these out for you guys all the time too, for the sale that I'm getting ready to have. Polish a small window in one. Well, they're pretty cool and they're cut and polished. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I have not decided yet. I thought I'd ask and get some ideas. And tumbling and polishing are ideas, so get you out of this thing. So definitely some suggestions I actually didn't think about, and so I'm kind of excited about that. Maybe we'll try something new. Hey doggo. Hey doggo. They are kind of interesting, Andrew. Yeah, like I say, we've cut a few of them open before, and I'm still not super sure what they are, but they're fun. They're fun little things. And yeah, that's just, one pile of the many piles of stuff. Wait, there's one that kind of is. He might have polished on that. It's half a ball. Less than half a ball, I think. Maybe it broke and he polished it. Is it a coral? I say everything's a coral, though, so I hesitate to be like, yeah, it's a coral, because I'm a prairie girl and I don't know my ocean bugs at all. And so I'm like, yeah, that's a coral, and I'm totally wrong. It's a bryozoan or something, We're going to learn more about these together, and I want to share them with you, and we'll learn together. Because that's kind of what this is all about here, is learning something new every day. Even if we learn how to break the internet. Resisting the urge to make a ball joke. Please don't resist. Please don't resist. I'm laying pretty heavy on the ball puns this afternoon. I don't know why you wouldn't. Yeah. These balls are interesting. So's this agate. So is space and the universe and every one of you and today and yeah, the jokes, not the balls, right? And there's Josh, just in time to say goodbye. Josh, Montana is the the place for beautiful agates. I know you know that already, but look at that pile of Montana goodness, Josh. And then these weird balls. We're getting ready to try to be professional and not make ball jokes, but we've got balls. And I mean, do you sell them in the pair? Or is it okay to break them up and sell them individually? I mean, there's enough that they stay in pairs. All right. I am not having enough sleep to be careful enough to be talking about balls and pairs of balls and a sweet pile of balls. And the universe and how special we all are and how much we really should be humbled and not forget to take today. I mean, life and time are the world's best teachers. Life teaches you the actual value of time, and time teaches you the actual value of life, or something to that effect, right? No, I didn't get a nap, brother. No. I did not get a nap. I've been trying to coach Mom through the wild things on the prairie, and then Prairie Son woke me up first thing this morning, tossing my house. Like I woke up like I was in prison this morning. He's literally tossing my house, looking for his wallet. It was like a jail guard was tossing my cell to find contraband. I'm like, son, seriously? Where do you think you could have left it? You don't really think you left it there, do you? Like, and I'm awake, up and helping him toss my house this morning. So yeah, no, I didn't get a nap and I didn't get any sleep. And so things have been weird. We broke the internet. And it's been fun. Get them balls. Yeah, well, I mean, I could put them in a little sack and mail them in the pair. I think might be fun to do. One cut, one uncut. And I don't always have all the time in the world for polishing. In fact, that is one thing that has been severely neglected lately. So if you want your balls polished, you're gonna have to do that yourself. Prairie girl ain't got time to polish your balls. I'm just kidding, guys. All right, let's do the thing, sing the song before I get in trouble and get demonetized or something stupid. Yeah, Spot. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you guys all for hanging out. Your time really is valuable. I appreciate you spending it here with me and all the way around the community. It's good to see you guys, not just here, but in all of the chats and all of the hangouts all over. It's a great little community here. I know it's really insignificant in the grander scheme of the entire universe of things, but you know what? It matters to me, and it matters a lot. You guys are all very special, regardless of how ordinary and insignificant you might be compared to some of the other things in life. Like I say, it's paradoxical because we all are insignificant in comparison, but yet we all are so very special when you look at the smaller things in life. So all the way from the great big to the very tiny, I appreciate having you guys take time to appreciate some of the beautiful things in the world today. I don't know if I'm appreciating the tiny little yellow jacket that messed me up on today's live, but maybe I could appreciate some northern lights tonight or something. You just never know. So thank you guys, and we'll sing the song. Pretty rocks out on the prairie, pretty rocks are everywhere, pretty rocks for us to look at, pretty rocks are everywhere. There's a pink one and a green one and a blue one and a yellow one, and they all are very pretty, and they all are everywhere. Oh, you guys, go do something awesome in a world where you can choose to be anything, choose to be kind. We'll see you again soon. Hopefully with a little more rest and something much more informative to say.